Master Blaster. Sophie Wessex sounds an air horn and cuddles an 8-year-old boy as she and Prince Edward continue Caribbean tour after PM of Antigua and Barbuda told royal couple his nation wants to become a republic. The Countess of Wessex helped hoist a disabled sailor into a boat and hugged an 8-year-old boy as part of her visit to Antigua and Barbuda's National Sailing Academy, after the couple were warned by the nation's PM that the country wants to become a republic. Sophie, and her husband the Earl of Wessex, heard about the Sail Ability program, which offers people with disabilities, especially children, the opportunity to get involved in water activities. The Countess first sounded a loud horn to signal the start of a boat race between Duke of Edinburgh students, before saying, "I didn't value my hearing at all." She then proceeded to help wheelchair user Alexandrina Luby, who is in her 40s, into a boat by lowering her down gently using a winch. Ms. Luby was one of a small number of people who have benefited from the program that Sophie and Edward saw in action on Monday. Before leaving the National Sailing Academy, the Countess was given a card by 8-year-old Alekai Brown which read, "Welcome to Antigua." Edward and Sophie followed by a picture of the island's flag. Young Alekai is a pupil at the Victory Center, which is a non-profit special needs school based on Antigua. The Countess then gave the youngster 2 hugs before departing for another engagement. The Wessexes are in the Caribbean to mark the Queen's Platinum Jubilee year, just weeks after the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge travelled to the region in March amid claims elements of their tour became colonialesque after they greeted black children in Jamaica through fences and inspected troops from the back of a Land Rover. The visit to the Sailing Academy was a world away from the awkward moment. The Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda told the Earl and Countess of Wessex it is his country's wish to one day become a republic. Gaston Browne's remarks came at a meeting between Edward and Sophie, Mr. Browne and his cabinet during their visit to the island, and are a direct echo of Jamaican PM Andrew Holness, who told Kate and William on their own tour that his country is moving on to become a republic. Despite the Antiguan PM stating the country would one day want to change position, he acknowledged that it is not on the cards at the present moment. However, he urged them to use their diplomatic influence to achieve reparatory justice for the island of Antigua and Barbuda. Mr. Browne told the Wessexes, "You will have noticed there are no protestations here," adding that they were not holding placards. He said the decision not to protest was because they believed in having an open and very objective discussion. The PM said he understood the royal family did not get involved in contentious issues but said he wanted them to understand these issues. So you can use your diplomatic influence in achieving the reparatory justice that we seek. Mr. Browne added, "The reality is we have been left and bereft of modern institutions such as universities and medicinal facilities. It came as a royal expert slammed British diplomats for leaving the Wessexes humiliated and let down on their challenging Caribbean tour by repeating the same mistakes made when William and Kate visited last month. Edward and Sophie have been branded oligarchs by protesters who want to remove the Queen as head of state of their islands and are demanding money and a full apology for past crimes against humanity. The Grenada leg of the Earl and the Countess of Wessex's Caribbean tour was even postponed a day before their week-long trip began. It later emerged Grenada's Reparations Commission on Slavery wished to meet with them. Royal biographer Tom Bower told Mail Online that poor planning has left the Wessexes facing the same woes as the Cambridges suffered last month. He said, "Once again, Foreign Office officials in London and the High Commissioner in Grenada failed to anticipate the problems and protect the Wessexes from the same humiliation which cursed the Cambridges' visit to Jamaica." Britain's diplomats are not only incompetent but dangerously ignorant and insensitive to the realities in the countries where they are employed. He added, "It does not help that so many are still working from home." He added, "Equally, palace officials let the Wessexes down by failing to check that the Foreign Office diplomats had done their job properly."